Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final episode of Pokemon Colosseum. Now, you may be wondering where we're at right now. Well, we are back down at the train station where we chased Venus off to, right before the Cypher Peons blew up their base. Why are we here? Well, we forgot an item. A very special item. Come over here, and you get the U-Disc. Now, what does the U-Disc do? Well, just like the F-Disc goes forward, the R-Disc goes right, and the D-Disc goes down, the U-Disc goes up. Now, what could possibly be up there? Well, something very, very, very helpful in your journeys if you're like me and have one more Shadow Pokemon left to purify. I'm gonna cut back to when we were at the little UFO disc, and I'll explain more there. Alright, at the disc station here, we're going to go down here, we're going to use the U-Disc. Now, I didn't remember about this by a mistake that happened, but I'm going to tell you. So, I actually did have all 48 Pokemon purified. I left my game on overnight while I was doing the Agate Village, like, little walking exploit thing. And what ended up happening was when I got on this morning to start purifying my Pokemon, I didn't save, my game froze. And Tyranitar was actually still not purified. I actually redid it, and as you can see, Tyranitar still isn't fully purified, and that's a solid probably 3 or 4 hours of doing the walk glitch. But I remembered there's another one of these. You get the U-Disc, you get a Time Flute. Now, there are 3 Time Flutes in the game, but there's really only 2 that you can access. What I mean by that, well, you're going to see later in this video what I mean by you can only access 2 of them. You can access all 3 of them, but for your guys' sanity, I really, really recommend you don't do that, because it's not a good idea unless you really just have nothing else better to do with like a week of time in your life. So, I'm going to meet you guys back over to Gate Village, where we're going to purify Tyranitar, our last Shadow Pokemon, and then we're going to talk about what the plan is for this episode, because this is going to be, it's going to be a big episode for me, but it's going to be a normal, well, not normal, it's going to be the finale for you guys, but it's not going to be nearly as bad for you guys as it is going to be for me. Alrighty, so here we are at the stone. We're gonna go over, I think it's in items. Yep, items, Time Flute, Summon Celebi for Mr. Tyranitar. Alright guys, and that is the final Shadow Pokemon purified. Let's head back to the Pokemon Center, and we'll talk along the way what the plan is. So today the goal is to conquer Mount Battle. Now, how exactly are we going to do that? Now, you do not just want to go to Mount Battle and just do it through the story mode. No. You don't get the 100% reward that way, which is pretty freaking cheesy if you really think about it. However, it's the way it is. We gotta play by the rules of the game because we can't change the game, obviously. Make sure you have your team set in place in your party. I guess actually, real quick, I should show off all the purified Pokemon just in case, a double check, because if you go in here with a Shadow Pokemon, you're gonna regret it, because this is basically a one-stop shop. Once you're in, you're in. Alright, so everything's purified. Let's save real quick. That game time is absolutely atrocious because of the method I use to purify every Pokemon, but you know what? It's okay. So, I'm going to lead off with, I think you can set your team when you're in there, but I'm going to lead off with these two for the first probably 80 battles. Alright, so Mount Battle. What we want to do is, now that we saved, we want to reset our game. We need to go to the main menu. And at the main menu, we're going to press start, make sure our memory card is red, and you want to go to Colosseum Battle, I think it is. Yep, here it is. So you go to Colosseum Battle, and you want to go to the solo battle. You want to go to Mount Battle versus 100. You may not proceed because you have not registered your Pokemon. Register Pokemon. Colosseum Pokemon. Is it okay to register this team? Yep, everything looks kosher. Registration is complete. Alright. Mount Battle. I believe you want to do double battle. I gotta look this up. I don't want to mess this up. Okay. So you can do either single or double. I'm going to recommend heavily doubles unless you are very, very like worried about how you're going to perform. I think you'll be fine with doubles. We're going to enter with this team. And just to let you know, also, you get battle coupons, which is used to buy stuff from the Mount Battle battle shop here. This is how you get really good TMs, items, and so on and so forth. I'm not sure if this is a save feature. This game, would you like to spend your game? You may resume. Oh, okay, so this is how you save. So there is a point of return, so you don't have to do this all in one sitting, which thank God, because this is 100 battles. You cannot lose here. I do recommend to buy items. Actually, do we even get items? We don't get to use items, do we? Oh, wow. As you guys can see, this is my first time ever doing this. So no items. That's not a big deal because you get healed after every battle. We want to go in with Dasani and Heracross. And like I said, you do not want to lose any battles. Now, you probably will not lose a battle. We'll go bam bam. Alright. You gotta pick 4 Pokemon against his 4 Pokemon. So you can't even use your whole team, which is actually makes this a little more sketchy. And the Pokemon are at the same level as your highest level teammate, so make sure your team is pretty equally trained. However, for the biggest part of this, it's going to be unevolved Pokemon. It's going to be easy Pokemon. You get to see their HP totals, which is pretty cool. But, yeah, like I said, the Pokemon here are not going to be that challenging until you get into the later stages of this. But I'm not going to show you guys 100 battles. That would be torture. I am going to speed it up and show you guys sped up versions of the boss battles in these areas. And kind of just talk over it, probably let some music play, and just get into it. Not really much more to say. We got 100 battles to do. So let's just hop right on into it. Alright guys, I figure we might as well do a little bit of talking while we go over these arena leader battles. So the first thing I want to talk about is this series. Now, first of all, I had so much fun doing this series. I always loved playing Pokemon. I could always load up a game of Pokemon, just enjoy myself. Just about pretty much any Pokemon game out there I can enjoy, I feel like. And Pokemon Colosseum, like I said at the beginning of the series, it is one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. Between the challenge, the story, the edginess, the limitations that it forces you to go through, and just the overall direction of the game, I thought it was really, 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 really cool. Except for Venus. Venus can go die in a fire. But everything else about the game, I absolutely loved it. And I felt like this series really put in display of how I have progressed as a content creator. Now, I'm not saying I'm there yet by any way, shape, or form, but I will say that I felt like I have come a very long way from when I first started this journey to now. And I have obviously my first two series to thank for that, but this series I feel like is really when I started like taking leaps and bounds in my commentating and my editing. Obviously, I've had a few technical difficulties here and there. I've had a couple of just mental mistakes here and there about like forgetting stuff, like the U disc, and just other easy things. But this series is really giving me just a vote of confidence that like if you try hard enough at anything and practice and really give yourself enough time to seriously see progression in what you're doing, you really can do anything. I wanted to do video making for the absolute longest time, probably since I was probably 10 years ago, even more about, I would say. And I never had, one, I never had the computer to do it, and two, I just never had the nerve to do it until just now. And I'm so happy I did because I'm having so much fun. Another thing with this series, the Shiny Misdreavus. Let's just talk about that for a second, how crazy it is. Because Misdreavus was not even a contention for the team. He was not even a thought to be on the team. And obviously I said in the video, like, oh yeah, Chugga used one, so, you know, it's really good. It does funny things. The AI in this game is dog shit, so, you know, it's really cool sometimes. But then it was shiny. I was like, well, shoot. Now I really got to use it because I said this thing was good. I said I kind of wanted to use it, and it's shiny. And I just thought that was such a really, really cool thing that I was able to experience that, one, on camera. Like, I thought that really, really just gave me initial motivation, like that initial, like, umph to the series that really, really made this its unique in its own kind of series. It's unique to me. Um, and I really appreciate Misdreavus a little bit more now. Like, obviously, as Miss Magius now, or Miss Magius, so it's a better Pokemon now. But I always looked at Misdreavus as like, eh. And now, you know, it's still eh, but I definitely see it has its niche uses. I definitely see that it could potentially be a really, really good Pokemon with the right team around it. And I think Misdreavus fits this team a lot better than Flygon would have. Flygon would have taken away from Heracross, and it would have, like, every time I've used a Flygon in this game, I hate to say it's always been a disappointment. I don't know why, but it has always not been as good as I think it would have, which is a shame because Flygon's design-wise is one of my favorite Pokemon in the game. Type-wise, I absolutely love it type-wise, but again, it's always struggled for me in this game. This series has also shown me that I'm always learning, I'm always getting better. I'm the mic issues I was having with the mic delay, I've kind of learned how to go through that. I've felt like my commentary and just my overall voice quality has gotten a lot better just through little things I've been learning here and there, and just tips and tricks, positioning of the mic, and all that hoopla has really, really improved my content creating skills. And to the date, or to this date, I believe that this is the best series that I've put out there. Obviously, it's only in contention with two other series, but I feel like this series by far is the best one I've put out there. To kind of turn it to a different direction, though, I would like to announce that I am making a second YouTube channel, a RuneScape channel. Now, RuneScape, I'm sure, is a game that everybody has at least heard of. It's a game I've been playing since I was about 8 years old. I'm 26 now. I'm going to leave the link in the bio. I don't know how far that channel's going to go. I literally just started recording clips of me playing while I'm like editing videos or just playing in my free time. And I got a video out of it, and I think the video actually came out pretty well. So if you enjoy RuneScape content, or if you enjoy Ricky content, go ahead and check that out. I'm saying that because after this series is over, I'm going to be taking my first little hiatus. I have been doing videos every single day since the day I started doing this in mid-February, which is about a little bit over 4 months now. To say that I am tired would be an understatement. Now, I still enjoy and love doing these videos. This has actually become one of my favorite hobbies that I've been doing. But between a full-time job, a 5-day, used to be 6-day a week gym schedule, and just other adult responsibilities, there were days that it was like, ugh, I got to get this done. Like, it was becoming one of those, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. I got to get this done kind of things. And it shouldn't be like that. It should be like, it should be fun, because I feel like when you're having fun, that's when you're going to put the best product out for people to watch. So I do want to take a little bit of a hiatus. I want to take this hiatus for a multitude of reasons. One, just for mental peace. I feel like it would be healthy just to take a week off, not have to worry about videos, not have to worry about recording, not have to worry about anything. Because like I said, there's days where I came home from work, because I worked the early shift at my job. I would come home from work in the gym, so about between those two, I'd say 11-hour day, and I would just be so dead tired. There are videos of me like where I'm just yawning for 5 minutes, and like I try to cut them out, but sometimes like I just can't, because it's in the middle of what I'm saying or some stupid silly stuff like that. And there's days I've told myself like, dang, I really should not be recording. I need to go take a nap or something. However, I'm not trying to use that as any excuse. I love doing these. Even when I didn't want to do them, I still enjoy doing them. There's days I didn't want to do it, and I started recording. I ended up recording like 3 or 4 videos. I was like, all right, awesome. I feel good now. But I still want to take the break for mental clarity and for the fact that I have a couple of new toys that I haven't even really got to mess with. I got a new microphone. Maybe it'll be better, maybe it'll be worse. I want to try it out. It's instead of a headset, it's an actual mic. So I want to learn how to use that. I got a webcam because I want to start streaming here soon. Now, I don't know what I'm going to be streaming. I don't know even the process of streaming. I've never streamed before. And I want to give myself an ample amount of time to be able to learn these skills and just have them in my arsenal for my content creating usages. Also, the hiatus is allowing me to work on a couple of new video ideas that I've had. Up until this point, I've really only done walkthrough videos, except for the water-only challenge of Pokemon Colosseum and the cosplay challenge, which I am going to have to finish. I've had a couple of problems with that. We'll get into that when I upload that video. But it'll give me time to be able to just dial in and focus on that one video, which I should be able to get it up in no time if that's all I'm focusing on. But I also have the idea of a new style of videos I want to try that I really, really think that are cool. The only hint I'll give you guys is I think it was said in my first series at the very end of it, that I really enjoy older games. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the newer games too, like Pokemon Scarlet, Elden Ring. Those are really only the 2 new games I've played. I haven't been playing many new games lately. But I enjoy new games, but the old games just hit so different. That's your only hint. I'm not going to tell you anything more except that it's going to involve older games. And then also the hiatus is going to allow me time to prep for my next project. I think I said at the beginning of this series that this wasn't supposed to be my next series. This series was not supposed to happen right now, actually. But my next project, and it's still not ready yet, and kind of due to me because I took a massive break from working on it just to be able to focus on Pokemon and focus on the other videos that I was doing. It's going to give me time to really prep and do everything I want to do in preparation for that next project and the next few video ideas. I am really going to enjoy just having the time to be able to make sure I put out the best products instead of putting out a rush product, because that is something I still struggle with, that I will rush something just to get it out by a deadline, when in reality I should be focusing on putting out the best possible product for you guys, because that's what you guys deserve. You guys don't want to watch crappy videos. You guys want to watch good, well thought out, put together videos. And it's my job, or I think it's my job, to be able to put those videos out for you guys. So that's where the hiatus is going to come into play. It's really just going to help me improve myself as a content creator overall. It's going to help me have time to mess around with the new toys I got, and it's going to allow me to have time to finish up some of the video ideas I've had, and again, start that new really cool series or video idea that I had that, who knows, maybe it'll be my new niche, maybe it won't be. I enjoy doing the walkthrough videos, and I do see myself continuing to do them in the future, but you never know in this world. Sometimes something blows up and you go in a different direction. But no matter what happens, I love you guys. I really appreciate you guys for joining me on this journey. It's been so much fun. This has been my favorite series to date, and a couple of you guys have been commenting on a bunch of videos, guiding me throughout the way. I've learned a lot of things about this game just from you guys in general, which, again, I really appreciate. That's why I love going back and playing these old games, because you learn something in every single playthrough. You always learn something new. And it's amazing how much depth and how much is put into a lot of these older games that doesn't come to the light of day until you play them, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. But with all that being said, I don't know how long I've rambled for. I don't know if we're at the 100th Battle of Mount Battle yet. Probably not, because this is going to take freaking forever. But again, I just want to really thank you guys for joining me on this journey. And I promise I'm going to keep on improving. I promise I'm going to keep on making content for you guys. I got the RuneScape channel linking below if you want to watch that. I also am going to be posting new video ideas, and I'm going to be doing a lot of shorts. I was doing them for a little bit, and I kind of backed away from it because I told myself, like, Ricky, you need to focus on one thing at once. Stop focusing on 5 things, because when you focus on 5 things, that's when you get sloppy. And that's the biggest thing that I really want to fix is my, I guess it's not a bad problem because it's my eagerness to want to do more and more things, but at the same time, I got to realize that quality is better than quantity. Anyway, with all that being said, I'm going to kick it to some music unless we're at the end. We're probably not the end, so you guys are going to enjoy some banging Pokemon themes here. And I'll catch you guys at the 100th battle. And again, I really appreciate you guys for watching these videos, giving me the motivation to continue making these videos, and just joining me in my YouTube journey. Again, I never knew what it was going to be like doing this, but I'm enjoying every step of the way. Alright guys, peace out, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. And then there was one. Guys, I don't even want to talk about how long this took. But after 99 long, grueling battles, we have made it to the tippy top. Pretty cool up here. Just run around this place for a little. I just want to check this place out because I don't think I've ever done this in Colosseum. I've done this in XD. Let's go over here. Nothing? Okay, there's nothing here. Alright. We're running back. Alright, I was just running around this place like an idiot. Let's go talk to this guy and beat him. I commend you for coming. Let your eyes burn with the glory of the double battles to end all double battles. Mount Battle Master Entity. This guy looks like he's going to be tough. I have no idea what his moveset is, so what I usually do when I'm looking at this is I'm assuming that Rhydon's going to have Lightning Rod. So we're going to want Dasani for sure. I want Heracross. Heracross has been my bread and butter through this whole thing. Want Ampharos, and we're going to go Espeon. This has been my team. Like, my go-to team has been Dasani, Heracross, Ampharos, and Espeon do the most of it. Alright, let's see if we guess correctly. Alright, yep. Starting out is the Rhydon and Crobat. Now, I feel like that Crobat's going to be really freaking annoying. So how I'm going to play this is I'm going to go Water Pulse on that Rhydon, get rid of it, and I'm going to go switch into Espeon, and we're going to hope that just it all goes smoothly. Also, I forgot to mention, if you do what is called a perfect battle, which is basically, good thing I switched, which is basically beating a battle without losing any of your Pokemon, you get to continue. And if you lose a battle, you can use continues, and it's really easy to stack them up in the beginning. I only whited out once, actually, so we got really lucky there. All right, there's Salamence. I didn't want to deal with the Salamence, but that's why we got Dasani. So this place isn't as do or die as I initially thought it was. I thought it was like do or die. If you lose, you're screwed, kind of thing. Let's go. I want to take care of that. Cool. That might actually KO Espeon. Oh, the tank! That's so clutch. And we're gonna that Crobat's gone. Bye bye. Beat the traffic. Alright, last up is Ludicolo. That's how much it's gonna crunch. I'm feeling, yeah, it's gonna crunch Espeon. I'm fine with that. Espeon, I'm sorry. You had to faint in our last battle. That was probably necessary. I'm gonna go Heracross here. But if this Blizzard misses, I'm probably going to switch back into Ampharos. Which, yeah, it missed, of course. Why wouldn't it miss? It always misses. Alright, because I'm expecting Salamence to go for an Aerial Ace, because it seems like whenever I have Heracross in, it gets Aerial Aced. Got a Fake Out going. I hope that's going to Ampharos. Oh, that's such a beautiful switch. Oh, wow. That Salamence really knows nothing else but crunch. Which I am not that scared of at all. Alright, please Blizzard hit. And it doesn't hit. Oh, thank God we hit the Ludicolo. We're about to do a whole 10 damage. Okay. Attempt number 3 at the Blizzard, but this time we're gonna back it up with a Thunderbolt because I've completely lost trust in Blizzard. Oh wow, beautiful. And a Flamethrower? And it didn't want a Flamethrower Heracross? Okay. Oh, that's a dead Salamence. And what a better way to end the series than with Ludicolo. We have completely neutralized Ludicolo. We have not only stopped it from attacking us, but we've stopped its dance moves, which is the true source of its power. At this point, it's just all up to Dasani and Ampharos to deliver the decisive blows, end the battle, and win us Mount Battle. 100 battles completed. Your coordination between not only you and your Pokemon, but also among the Pokemon themselves is... I didn't read the rest of that. I'm guessing he said, like, truly outstanding. And guys, that is it. To celebrate your mastery of purification and battling, Ho-Oh has arrived. Ho-Oh was transferred to the PC. Let us save real quick. And I'm gonna meet you guys back in the main game for our last little wrap up and the last bio of the series. Alright guys, let's talk about Ho-Oh. When you think of Ho-Oh, pretty much just think of a Charizard on steroids, because that's what Ho-Oh is. It's a fantastic Pokemon across the board, specializing in mostly special defense and attack, which is a little on the weird side. However, its special attack stat and its other stats around the board more than make up for it. Usually, Ho-Ohs learn Sacred Fire, which is an even stronger move than Fire Blast, and it also 100% of the time burns, which is really cool. It doesn't learn it in this game. However, once you've completed Mount Battle, there's literally nothing left for you to do in the game. So you don't have to worry about that. The really only use you can get out of Ho-Oh is if you transfer it over to Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald through link cables, which it's 2023. I'm not sure if anyone has access to that kind of stuff anymore. But, guys, that is it. That is everything in this game. Well, except for one thing. I guess I'm going to explain this now. So if you go through Mount Battle in the game, like as if we went to Mount Battle and did the 100 battles there, right before Battle 100, you will find a chest that holds the last time flute, which is a bigger slap in the face than the amulet coin, because it expects you to go through 99 battles, get the time flute, purify your last Pokemon, and then go through 99 battles again. Don't do that, guys. Do not do that. just come here and just walk into this wall. Anyway, guys, it's truly been an honor. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. I've enjoyed every little bit of it. Espeon, you may have fainted a lot, but you really come through when we most needed you. You've been our old friend. You just was chilling in the car when we blew up the base. I'll never forget you for having my back. Typhlosion, you were the fire type this game always needed. You may have not had the biggest role late in the game, but early on, you truly carried this team. You truly made this team feel warm, safe, and just always had a contributing factor in every battle. Chugga, Mischievous, the surprise of the series. A lot better than I thought you'd be. And every single time you came out, I loved seeing that sparkle. Ampharos, dude, you're a freaking G. You made catching every single shadow Pokemon a breeze. You did heavy damage with your Thunderbolt. The second you evolved, you were on go mode from there on and throughout the entire game. Dasani, man. Two back-to-back playthroughs with this Pokemon, and it did not disappoint. You hit it with a special move, it ain't taking damage. And it dishes out a great amount of damage considering how big of a tank it is. And lastly, Heracross. Honestly, if I had to pick an MVP for this team, it might be Heracross. The second we got Heracross, it was basically a staple in every single battle from that point on. In Mount Battle, Heracross was the lead, I want to say 90 out of 100 of the battles. That alone puts you at the top tier of the list. Let alone all the other battles that had major factors in. This team is absolutely outstanding. And it performed even better than I could have expected it. Anyway, guys, that's enough of me rambling. I'm sure I've done enough of that this episode. I appreciate you guys watching, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.